That was the wrong button, but okay. We'll go with that. Why not? How's it going, everyone? Good evening. You might notice I'm at a different location. Actually, let me see if this is better. Let me see, is that better? Nah, I like this one. How's it going? Yeah, it's a little different office setup this time. So you can have, once again, like I did say, we're going to use this layout, and we were eventually going to get a collaboration stream on this layout. Something I've been working on. I'm sure you've noticed in the previous live streams, interviews. It's been a bit different or changing. So we'll get right into it. Marco, thanks for being here. How many times do you have to join today? Just once, thankfully, today, just once. Thank you for everyone staying through the technical tests and all the other live streams that might start and stop. So trying to make the experience better for everyone in the end. Groundfog, it's great to see you. Thanks for being here. NFK20, good to see you, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Eagle Scout EDC, good live stream we had going on earlier. Thanks for chatting in that. It's good to see you. EDC with DBD, welcome. I'm glad you're here. On that note, he is our guest for tonight, so I'm excited to bring him on. I'm going to do that here as soon as possible. Rolf, thanks for being here. Really appreciate the support, always. And that's right, EDC with DBD. Stab that like button. Stab it, smash it, everything. Bando Pigs, good to see you. Thanks. Sorry I couldn't tune into your live earlier today. I was taking care of some logistics on this side of streaming, and it was either reinstall Windows or stream from a different device. So yeah, I didn't reinstall Windows. I'll do that tomorrow. Well, now that I've said hi to everyone, let us introduce our guest of honor. I don't think he needs any introduction, except I'll give him one. He's a fantastic individual who I've had the honor of knowing as I kick things under the desk for a long time now. A couple months, I think. It feels like ages, to be honest. A supportive, amazing individual who has a lot to say, a lot to do, a lot to show, and who has a wealth of knowledge I think the entire world can benefit from learning and hearing about. He loves Ultim. He loves Ultim. He's the ultimate Ultim fan, and I respect him so much. So, without any more delay, let's bring on EDC with DBD.
Well, I appreciate the intro, homie. Definitely appreciate it. I gotta tell you, I'm not seeing this show up on the laptop. Like, your screen, anything isn't showing on the laptop.
Really?
I've got the stream pulled up. Tactical Llama Talks, Knives, Rocket Fuel, and EDC with DBD. There we go. Now it's showing.
Okay, cool.
Show up on the laptop. It's showing me, not you.
All right, cool. Yeah, 'cause I was about to say I've got it pulled up in live. I said I've learned from my past mistakes. I have the YouTube Live Studio, which is really cool. Rather than watching it live in YouTube, you go like up to the top right of YouTube where it says like create.
Yeah, I watch it in studio normally under the control room.
Yes, the control room. That's the word. Yeah, that's where I'm at right
Evening,
now.
everybody. I want to say good evening. Thank you for the intro, and I want to say good evening real quick to Mandy's Candy and Krista. Start with the ladies, and then of course the homies Marco, Rolf, NFK, Bando, Eagle Scout. What's going on, everybody? Good to see everybody tonight. John the engineer, what's up?
Thanks for the reminder, John the engineer. Hey, as you probably noticed, right up here will be a new text that says giveaway, so that way I don't have to hold a piece of paper. And on that note, because I had it up, we'll get one started for some stickers right off the bat. Why not? Have it running for 20 minutes in the background while we start chatting.
Nice. There you go.
So, as I get that going, EDC with DBD. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What brought you into the EDC community, and what you're carrying today.
I've always, ever since youth, loved me some knives. I was in pretty much Boy Scouts equivalent from, really young. And my stepfather, when I was a kid, was a hunter and went to a lot of gun shows, boat shows, and such. And so I would always get knives there. And then, through the military, when I was in the Army, and changed up my carry a bit then. And after that, I collected the tactical crap from Smith & Wesson and Kershaw and all the black steel frame locks in 440 from the late 90s and early 2000s crap. And but a few years ago, about 3 years ago, after becoming permanently disabled, I was looking for a quality neck knife. And I decided to Google, and it popped up a YouTube video, and I watched a YouTube. Well, no, actually, I take it back. I started by, and it showed me the guy 704 Tactical, and he had some Saviti stuff at the time. But I also started watching all of his pube stuff, and he got me to spend quite a bit of money on weapon lights and sights.
WMLs, weapon mounted lights. Oof.
Yes. So there's so much cool crap. What's up, Grizzle Bear? Stan. And so I was buying a lot of that stuff. And he started 704 Gear, and I started watching that. Led me to Knife Tube, and that led me to starting to want to carry nicer knives. And now pretty much all of those tactical knives have been given away to like the deadly daughter's boyfriend or other homies. And I've moved on to what I think of as a nicer quality knife.
I like that. Okay.
But also being in the motorcycle club world for 15 years, I also always needed to carry stuff on me. So I've carried a Viper 8 pouch for a couple of years with medicine, backup medicine, with tools in it, stuff like that, because you never know. What up, Mary G and J. Corscotton? You never know when you're going to, what you're going to need on a bike. So my EDC started growing for the bike first. And
that is awesome. Like bike EDC is a whole nother realm.
Oh, yes. Especially when you start off with no saddlebags. And then go to very small saddlebags. Yep. Now I have a couple of big baggers, which make traveling much easier. But I still have my EDC kits that are just for riding. But then this community really just drew me in. It started with G-Ball chats on his lives and starting to talk to some of these folks and realizing how cool everybody was and how welcoming. Yep. And then when I started the channel in June, I mean, all these people in here that we see also have supported my channel. So that's what brought me into it.
I like that. Tell us a little bit about what you have in your hand. Yes, I think a lot of individuals have seen this one recently. It is brand new.
Yes, this is the Basti Martin. Whoa. Their new top liner lock
with their non-slip aluminum.
Yes, and this texture feels great. It definitely does not feel slick in the least.
It's going really
An EDC kit. Mandy, EDC kit is just like what you're putting together to bring with you to be prepared for that day is your kit.
Yep.
And you can have multiple EDC kits. I have kits for the bike. I have kits for when we're traveling, for first aid, stuff like that. And there are different pouches, different ways to organize it.
Jay, no, you get to see my face. Dude, saddlebags, that's a big make or break when it comes to, I mean, the distance at which you can ride. I mean,
So I still have my first Harley, and we currently have 4 Harleys and an Indian in the garage. And I still have my first Harley, which was a 2005 Dyna. And that one I built 16-inch ape hangers for it, handlebars. And I built a 3-foot tall twisted iron sissy bar for it.
Okay.
On the back. And that was really good because that thing was 3 foot tall with a skull on the top, but I could strap a lot of gear to that 3-foot sissy bar. I could strap a pack and a sleeping bag and, you know, a whole bunch to that. That made up for saddlebags in the beginning. That was how I carried.
I like that. What? Now, you wouldn't keep your knife in your saddlebags. That would always be on hand. I mean, you said neck knife was what you were looking for.
Well, there would be a knife in the saddlebags, of course. But there's also
one of the
multiple on me.
There you go. Okay. Not so. Okay.
Yeah, the neck knife that I originally when all of this, it should be right. Is it right here? The one that really started all of this. Let me look real quick. It's not the one I'm wearing right now. I thought it was. Oh, did I hang it? Yes, I hung it. Duh, because it's a neck knife. So, because of 704 Tactical, this is the neck knife that started it all. The Civivi Hell Dart. O stop hell, and it's the D' art, like dart.
Yes.
And it's O stop hell, so hell dart.
So cool.
And this is the neck knife that got me into the whole EDC rabbit hole, really.
That's
this
wicked.
Has been through a lot of miles on my neck.
That's absolutely
up here,
wicked.
Turn it that way so it says "Oh Stop Hell Design." There we go. Yeah, this thing, it's nice because you can use it for quick cuts, but I've also always liked the fact that you can't see it it disappears so easy.
Like under one finger, yeah.
Yeah, it's gone, but it's ready. Yeah, I've always loved this. The current neck knife that gets worn most of the time is the Elementum mini Elementum Damascus from my daughter.
Okay.
So she got me this for Father's Day last year, and so this has been the most worn neck knife since then. But I do want to check out a canary neck knife rather badly.
Okay. Give me one. So you continue. I'm going to check up on one thing real quick.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, there you go, Mandy. Taking a look at that. Yeah, those Civivi makes some very cool. They also have right now, you can get the Circulus, which is a very small, similar sized knife. And you don't always need a big blade. This one here gives you 3 fingers, and then the lanyard gives you a 4th to really lock in. And you've got enough blade for most tasks. And same here. Pinch grip is really good on this one. But just something small, sharp, and pokey. Are you ready for 2 hours? And, you can find the non-Damascus version of this one pretty inexpensive, but even the Damascus is only like $80. retail, and it goes on sale cheaper than that. And you can still pick these up. These have been discontinued, so these are typically around 40 or 50 bucks. They also make a non-coated version of this. There's 2 versions, and they both have the same sheath, and it's a sheath that you can put the knife in either way. I really dig, again, easy if needed to conceal, but very useful.
I like that. That makes a big difference. It really does. What about the handle shape and the ability to have the lanyard on there?
So this one is shaped just like the other Elementums. Here I've got my.
I was noticing that the Elementum's an amazing design. What, it got Knife of the Year one, like when it came out or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's here's the full size fixed blade, and it has the exact same lines, pretty much. A little bit less angle right there.
Yeah.
But the same lines as the fixed blade, and all of them have hollow grinds.
Oh.
So even the little guy has a hollow grind.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. The Elementum 2 has a hollow grind. The Elementum, and my favorite Elementum, which I showed this morning, is the OG button lock. Yep. The only one without the flipper tab, because even the fixies put the flipper ergos on it.
Yep.
So this is the only one without it. It's the longest folder, and this is the best of the button locks.
I'm not a fan of the flipper. If I picked one up, I'd remove it immediately.
Yeah. And, this one, I will say that with the way they did the jimping and the angle of this, it does give you a really good hold on the full size. The little one, it helps to keep you behind it. Okay. And so you've got that handle, and then the paracord to lock into your pinky, and the flipper tab actually helps you stay behind the blade so that you don't worry about slipping.
Boom. I was actually just notified from Darkwater that he is going to be doing one of those Spot the Imposter streams this evening again. And it's a good way to build watch hours and stuff. And it's we would like to experiment and figure out how we can get access or how we can reach different communities or different locations geographically around the world with our content. And sometimes the hours at which we stream dictate that. So
yes, go ahead.
No, you can go for it. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, my wife just asked me about that. Mrs. Deadly, just yesterday evening, she asked if I was going to start doing some nighttime live streams for folks in Europe, folks in other parts of the world. Yep. She knows that a lot of the representatives that I deal with at these companies right now is their morning. Like, this is when I'm talking to them in China. Yep. Mike Snides, what it do? Man, there's all kinds of Cripple Crew Inc. members in here.
Molsect actually has reached out, and they messaged me and been like, thanks for showing that orbit on the live. And I was like, it was 1:30 a.m.
Yeah. So speaking of, that's a perfect time for them. Mm-hmm. I got messaged today by North Mountain Blades saying that they watched my most recent live and appreciated how much they were featured in that, and all of the support that they have received from the Cripple Crew.
Yes.
So they asked me if they could give away one of their PEI Chop 2s tomorrow during my live stream.
That'd be great.
So
you told them no,
tomorrow,
of course. You're like, no, I don't
I told them no. I'm like, nah, the Cripple Crew can fuck off.
Exactly. Why would I ever do that?
Exactly. No. All the ultimate for me. But so tomorrow somebody will be winning one of these awesome, like frosted and contoured
I love that
frag
frog pattern.
ultim with SLD magic and the sand my blade.
This is the one thing I love. This is what I love about the orbit. Some of these, when a front flipper is done right, I'm not a big front flipper fan. I only have a couple of them, but when it's done right, it's enjoyable.
If you've got the orbit, that's a good one. It's funny. Like, I see you on my phone, but when I look at the YouTube live stream, I see what my screen that what it's showing to everybody, and I see a blue screen below it where you would be.
You don't see me?
No, I haven't this entire stream.
That's weird.
Yeah, I've mentioned that a couple of times. There's like a little blue stream that looks like DOS commands running through it. It looks cool, but it's just me above.
That's
and
weird.
You're not showing. But it seems like Dan Stan can see you because he just asked you what knife you have.
Yeah, no, like I said, I've got the live pulled up. I even went to go check with my wife. That's why I ran out.
I'm gonna refresh one more. I'm gonna refresh one more time.
Okay.
I'm watching YouTube. I'm just YouTube on my laptop. But now you're there. What a trip!
Yeah.
And now there's that. Okay, we're good. We're good. Now we're both above the blue screen.
Nice. Yes, the chat and the blue screen is usually where I have
that
the
is
desk
the
cam
chat.
on the side and chat. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. That I have no clue why it was only, and it wasn't like it was behind. It was keeping up with me. It just didn't want to show you.
That's funny.
It was like llama can pound sand.
This is the Molsect orbit. It's so Molsect sent it to me. Complete disclaimer. A friend of mine reached out to Molsect and said, "Hey, please reach out to this individual." So I got a message from Molsect saying, "Hey, we've been introduced to you and would like you to check some things out." And I was like, "Well, that's very kind." And I asked him, "What are the least popular? What doesn't have content out there?" I scoured YouTube and I looked, and they're like, "Well, I found the coastline was one of them. There's like no content on the coastline, and then the orbit is their most popular." And they said, "We would love more content about the orbit, always, but they would also like some feedback on the coastline." So they, I gave them some feedback. They're like, "Hey, reach out to our maker." They gave me his name and contact and provide some info. I've been actually carrying this for the last couple days because a couple days I filmed a little short in the beginning where I was like, "Hey, carry the orbit with me today," and I completely neglected to film me using it throughout the day. So yeah. However, since that moment, I've carried it for days, and this hollow ground, $50 hollow ground 14C, crazy ergonomic, unbelievable. Like, I would throw this to a friend 100 meters away and be like, "Hey, you need something?" I'd chuck it to him and be like, "This is the knife I would chuck because I'm confident it would make it there in one piece. It would still work when it gets there." And it's insanely slicey.
I've had this one since July.
Crazy.
And when I first got this was one of the first knives sent into the channel for review. They were one of the first companies I worked with in the beginning.
This is the first. This is my first one for that, actually.
So yes. So I started. I got two of these first, and I gave a black one away, and I kept this one. And I still believe it's one of the best knives under $45 when you use somebody's creator code.
Yeah, because it sits at like 49 before.
Yeah, 49 before you find somebody's code. Dwayne Letterman, what's up, homie?
Do you have a Molsect code?
And I do.
Well, less than $49 if you use EDC with DBD's Molsect code. And remember, if you need any,
which is simply just DBD.
If you need any affiliate links, please, when you go out there shopping, when you go gift shopping or anything, go to just pick a creator you support. I'm not gonna say me. Just pick a creator you support, and go look in the descriptions of their videos. Chances are they'll have their affiliate links posted there. They'll have discount codes posted there. I mean, it's worth
I've
checking.
used G-Ball 10. I've used Stasa 23. I've used Lefty 10 quite a bit.
Rob's Nerdy Knives has a Skiffs. He has a 10% off Skiffs pairing, like every time.
Josh.
Every time.
Barbie, what's going on? Josh
Thanks,
304.
Dan Stan, I appreciate
Good
the
to
kind
see
words.
you, Barbie. Jim McFarland, it's good to see you as well.
Oh, Barbie, I hope you feel better. I also had a moment today where I took a nap because I was feeling under the weather. However, we're back. So,
Yay.
you're gonna do it, Barbie. You can do it. You'll be perky and bright and happy as the sunshine as you always are real soon. No, you will be.
Where the orbit is such a slicey and good all-around EDC, the slate is a killer-like work beast.
I gotta go remove this from the...
Put some good knives together.
They do. I'm looking forward to it.
Is it time for you to do your drawing?
Oh, yeah. Well, what would you like me to draw?
I thought you was doing stickers.
I can draw a sticker. I can draw like a DVD
That's
sticker.
what you said you were doing.
Yeah, I am. Just playing around. I'm not gonna draw.
Yeah, smart ass.
I'm a terrible physical when it comes to using physical mediums like pens and pencils. Gone out the window. Nope. Nope.
I've never had artistic ability.
Likewise, they're up here. The ideas, and I can see it. I can imagine all the motions, and then I go, and the moment, nope, it never translates.
I can't even figure out how to draw a 2D, much less a real picture. I draw a dog. It looks like my mom should be putting it on the fridge from kindergarten.
Hey, we all start somewhere. I'm pretty sure I still have that style. Like, I as an adult, I found out my mom did the whole elementary school. Like, she went in and every year you make a piece of art, and then the school puts it up for a charity auction kind of thing, or not charity auction, but art show at the elementary school, and that's how the school then raises funds for the art program there. She bought my turtle painting. I see it when I'm adult, and I'm like, holy crap, this thing's amazing. I mean, it was like it was a sea turtle with ink pen. It had all the marks, all the scales, and I'm just like, and it said Tom, like 3rd grade, and I was like, bull crap. And I was like, no, no.
You're like,
no.
I couldn't do that again.
No. I was like, when? I remembered it, but at the same time, I was like, I had my moment when I was in 3rd grade. I obviously shot that shot way too early. So should have waited.
I hear you, Josh. So
I can't even draw names.
Dan Stan, this big thick boy Tenable was actually sent into the channel today to be part of the 1K sub giveaway coming up on December 7th. Tenable sent this in. They let me pick anything but like the Nest Street and the Bomber. And I was like, okay, I gotta get the big old Rafe L in so somebody can win that big boy. And it really is a cool knife. Bassmaster and Waylon. Whoa, what's up?
I do have to ask, Jeopardy music or no? Yes or no?
For picking?
While we wait for the giveaway.
You have to. What's up, Laid Off Pete?
Right. We're gonna do it. I love feedback. I love it when people go, that was too loud, or that sound clip sucks. I'm like, oh, cool, great, good to know. Not using it again.
This is a great front flipper. I'm really impressed because normally the big Chota boy jimping isn't the best, but it's so good.
Everyone
I'm gonna
knows
have
what
to get
that
me
music
one.
means. Oh, Alex, is that you? Alex Trebek? No, can't be. It's just DVD. It's just DVD. Ready to pick a winner?
Let's go.
John the Engineer.
Nice.
Congratulations,
Congrats, John the Engineer.
No, it is not his first win on this channel. Welcome to the
Dwayne
channel where you can win
Letterman.
multiple times in one night. John has won previously on the channel. He won previously in the week, actually. And that is why I like to do one large sticker, two small stickers. So if you win multiple times, those stickers just keep building up and adding up.
Yay. ATB2 and Dwayne Letterman popping in. What's going on, guys?
Yes, I saw Waylon and a couple individuals jump in here. And Bassmaster, let's get a... let's complete that one and start this one up again. So that way, anyone who just joined in...
Henry G, what's up?
Exclamation mark giveaway. John the Engineer, congratulations. I'll get those stickers sent out to you. And everything's going to be going out before the holiday. Lovely. It's amazing. The most fun in the world. Worst time.
The holidays, yes. Shipping during the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing.
Ah, the Fenrir. Yeah, the CDC Fenrir. That is...
William, what's up?
To enter the giveaway, exclamation mark, giveaway. Right here. Just all one
Yeah,
word.
I would really like to get a button lock Fenrir.
That would be really cool.
From Tenable. They're really dope.
They look really cool. I think CDC is going to be going with Tenable knives. I think CDC is using Tenable as their upcoming OEM.
Yeah, Tenable does. It's being like that's who they're going to be partnering to collab with, or that's who's going to OEM a design for them.
No, I think that's. Let me double check. Because they switched over because they're not doing sprinkles anymore.
Yes.
And the first design. Oh, actually, no. Here you go. So Luke and Drew have started a new knife brand to appeal to more of the general community. In fact, their first knife will be a sub $100 American-made fixed blade, made by Voyage Blade Works. Mm-hmm. Oh, Rolf, you got a CDC box, like the raffle box, like the Mondo prize box. Henry G.
Is that like a win from Alive or something?
Kind of. They were doing like $200, $300, $500 boxes, and you need like $10 to enter in. And then they pick a winner. So it was like 50 people could enter $5 or $10 a pop, and you won. You had a chance of winning a $500 swag box. I think they were clearing their inventory, clearing out all the sprinkle knives, the previous designs that were just sitting around.
Sure.
They have a lot of warranty stuff. That's the cool thing about CDC is they get their existing lot and then they have warranty items. So Luke and Drew, like they hold on. They've got every design, numerous quantities of them for warranty reasons. So if in 2 years you need to do a warranty claim, like they're on top of it. It's impressive what a small group like that will do in terms of we will hold on to this knife for a couple of years in case of warranty claim.
Yeah.
I appreciate that kind of forward thinking.
Barbie, who's laying in bed, says I'm making her want to flick. This stream is getting totally different type of stream than I was expecting. Rolf, man, I didn't start it. Dan, you said $35 shipping. Did you use were you shipping internationally? Was it like a heavy box? Did you use pirate ship?
Pirate ship. Dan.
Pirate ship is a huge help when you're shipping. It saves me quite a bit of money.
Even like what? Hippo. There's a bunch of stamps.com. There's a bunch of free. It's literally free. You're just buying your stamps and shipping through them. And because it's pretty much like if everyone in the neighborhood shared a Costco or Sam's Club membership. That's pretty much what that is. And so one company's like, hey, just send all your shipping through us, and then they get a massive break. And that then translates to the buyers. So I love Pirate Ship. Plus, you can put in people's emails, send them the tracking number. Good stuff.
Yeah, Pirate Ship is so great. You're talking about them using Tenable as their OEM. I've now had a chance to handle 3 Tenables, and I gotta say, concept being, we knew that they would kill it, but these feel nicer than the average Civivi lately. You know what I'm saying? They feel a little step above, like Wii's budget version or budget brand. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Concept doing it just feels like they're in it a little harder. These are nice. What's up, Kathleen Smith? Fixed blade, pretty big. If you went to the postal or if you went to UPS to ship it, that can definitely be expensive. I love Pirate Ship. I haven't heard of the Shippo Hippo.
Yeah, I used it once or twice, but I stuck with Pirate Ship. So, talk about surprises. I mentioned this the other day. I'm, as you know, a huge fan of the QSP Canary. Huge fan.
Yes.
And so I got the fixed blade, which is a sword.
You gotta show us.
I'm so excited to use this thing because my fixed blade testing is going to be completely different. I'm not going to sit there. Of course, I'm going to do the slicey dough, but I'm going to be swinging the crap out of this thing. I'm going to just like chopping like a mother. Why not? It's not some thin mini harpoon. It is.
That's a good looking knife.
Honking.
That's a good looking knife.
It's growing on me. I don't know what it is. It's huge.
There's definitely something about having a big chunky piece of sharpened steel in your hand. It feels good. It's
such a like generic like jungle cutter kind of look, like the blade shape and everything with the spear point. It's such a like this is my jungle cutter. Like, dude, these kind of things were normal to see throughout the city in like Kuala Lumpur and Malaysia and stuff, in the Philippines as well, and in Singapore. People would have like half machetes, commander swords. They would have these things on their hips, just like hanging. Half sheets, like they would be half the length of their leg. Because they would use these things to chop up palm fronds or like pretty much anything jungle.
Cut vines out of their way.
Yeah, but even then, even if you're at the farmer's market, even then, the vendors would be using these huge, either these tiny little paring knives that they can like cut into their hands, so they're not cutting themselves, so they're cutting fruit or something in their hand, or these huge jungle machetes to chop like their lemons and stuff. It's great. Rolf, please, send me if you need to message me on Instagram. If you want to send a knife to be sharpened, message me on Instagram or use the contact me button on the website. Anything like that. EDC, what's the largest blade you have?
Currently, because I gave away my swords, I believe. I just noticed my name looks like some sickly stick figure, and like yours looks all cool and shit. I see how you're trying to do me.
I worked on that for so long. I was like, trying to.
I can barely see it.
All right, I asked you.
You know I'm messing with you. I don't care.
Rework.
I don't care.
I care.
This right now. would be my current largest, this Schrade old timer buoy.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's a
Good
it's a
gracious.
big yeah, it's here's an 8.5 inch truffle. So I think it's a 12-inch to overall buoy, and then well blade and like a 15-inch overall length
Took
if
care of
I were
your
to
sickly
measure
name. Now it's thick.
it. Oh, look at that. I'm a thick boy.
Wow. Dude, that knife you just put up there is a thick boy. What the good gracious.
Yeah, yeah. It's a fun one. And what's a trip? It's a hollow grind.
No.
Legit.
What?
I don't know why.
I was
No
just
clue
about to
why.
ask why. Like,
No clue why. Legit. Like visible.
mm, mm.
It's
What's
such an odd choice. That's one of the reasons I like it. It's just a really odd choice
Okay.
to go all on that.
And on that note, with odd choices, what is the weirdest thing you've come across or just found in your pocket? Whether you put it there or someone else put it there. What's the weirdest thing you have found in your
It's in
pocket?
my toolbox right now. A little plastic crawling baby.
Oh, like from a king cake?
Yeah, like me, yeah, just this little tiny plastic crawling baby toy was somehow
What?
put in my pocket
What?
during a day where I was with several hundred bikers, and I mean, I was with several hundred like outlaw bikers. It's just not something you expect to find in your pocket from that crowd. I have had other stuff, weird stuff that I have found, but that was so out of place for the crowd.
That makes no sense.
And then the weirdest thing that or the funniest thing that I have found on my bike,
Ooh, yeah, I'd like to
because
know that one.
now normally most people will not touch another man's bike.
No,
There's a big problem with that.
it's the whole don't go into someone's purse, don't look into someone's phone. That like the diary. There's
But even worse.
there's some hard
And
set
more
rules.
like
Yeah,
yeah, more like touching family.
yeah,
But
pretty much.
I got home from a night of bar hopping with out of town with a bunch of uh, club brothers in different clubs, and had a big glow in the dark penis on my valve as my valve stem cover, which means it was glowing like this, making a glow circle all the way
Yes,
a
it was.
45-minute ride home
Yes, it
from
was.
that city. It was making a glow circle.
It was
And whenever
singing
I
"You
stopped, there was
spin
just a
me
glowing
right
penis.
round, baby, right." Round. I mean, truck
So
nuts is one thing,
I
but
had
a
a glowing
glowing
penis
dong on your
circle the
bike.
entire way home. Yep, a glowing penis circle the whole way home.
Glowing penis circle all the way home. It's like what? So, in Finland, they got tiny. In most of Europe, there's tiny cars like Skoda, Renault, Fiat. But they have huge
Yeah.
They have huge hitches. I mean, their hitches are like the size of your forearm. They're massive hitches. So, of course, one summer I'm over there and I look at my brother's godmother. She's got a Skoda. It has like a 10-inch phallic hitch. massive. And the first thing I looked, I was like, you need a pair of truck nuts. No one in Europe knew what they were. She rocked the first set of very well endowed truck nuts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I wish it was glowing though. Dude.
Yeah. That was, and what's funny is I actually didn't notice it that night even, because that night I'd been busy all day doing biker shit. Yeah. I get home, I'm beat. I pull the bike in the garage. You know, I'm burning.
Everything's right because you didn't hear anything. You didn't feel anything.
Exactly. Yeah. And because there's always people watching bikes, and I mean, we know our bikes aren't going to be messed with. We know it. You don't even think about it. Nobody touches our bikes.
Nope.
And so the next day, it's the next morning. I'm sitting. Where I smoke herb is out in my garage.
Yep.
And I've got my chair set up, and from my chair I can survey all my bikes, right?
Yep.
And my main bike was right in the middle, pointed right at me. And I look and I'm like, yo, the fuck is that green thing on the valve stem cover?
I bet you said that out loud.
And I walked over and I'm like, I said it out loud. I did. I was smoking and I was like, yo, what the fuck is that?
I talk to myself all the time.
I get up and I walked over to the bike, and it was a dog with balls, by the way. It was a dick with balls. It was about this tall. It was just a dick with two well-shaped nuts as a valve stem cover. And I had to die laughing.
That's brilliant. So you went from finding a tiny crawling baby in your pocket to a glowing dong on your bike.
Yes. What's up, Fabster Run? How you doing, homie? Good to see you. Good morning over there.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Jim, yes, I did figure out who did it. There's only
hundreds of options.
No, there was only one option. There's only one person that I knew would have done it, and there's only one club that would have touched my stuff.
There's only one Highlander,
and in that, there's only one person that would have done something like that. And let me say, it was much harder getting it back onto his bike, because I had to carry that glowing dong in my pocket for weeks, right? Because I had to have Robert Willoughby. What's
opportunity? Yeah.
No, I had to wait first. First, you had to forget about it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And plus,
you don't want them to expect it. You gotta serve it as cold as possible.
Exactly. And I hadn't even let on yet that I had found it or anything, or that I knew who it was.
Perfect.
Nothing like that. And there's prospects that watch bikes when we're out and about.
Yep.
So it was very difficult to sneak up to that bike and get it on one night. But I did. And it definitely felt good to get him back.
Moments later.
That's awesome.
And he wouldn't admit it. But his prospect let me know. It was a couple of days before he found it. So I was so happy.
Well done.
Yeah, he ran a dig for at least 2 days.
That's good. Oh my gosh. Now, was there any retaliation at that point? I mean, obviously, if they were following the rules,
I was the only one. I was the only one that could have got away with it in the first place with him.
Good.
And
as it should be. Well, it should never, a friendly retaliation like that should never instigate a negative retaliation.
Yeah.
Sounds like some good friends and good people.
But yeah, I carried that little glowing dick for weeks, dude. Legitimately weeks. It was a couple of months at least. It went everywhere with me.
It's so true. And finally, Jim and Josh, I'm dying here thinking about that. I'm a Lord of the Rings fan, so obviously the riddle, what's in my pocket, is what. And funny enough, the individual that asks the riddle, or is part of the riddle, is Bilbo asks it to Gollum. Man,
Yes.
I'm just dying here drinking out of gulp, thinking like DVD's walking around with a schlong in his pocket, and he can literally ask people
What
like,
have I
"Hey,
got in my
what's in my
pockets?
pocket?" It's a glow in the dark schlong. What? Goodness gracious, the plot thickens. That's not the only thing that thickens, Dan.
Yeah. So do the knives around here.
Oh goodness gracious, I love that. That's amazing. Um, well, given that you were involved in some kind of shenanigans and mischief of that kind of sort,
Allegedly.
allegedly, I have to ask, what is the most ridiculous excuse you've come up with to get out of something?
I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, I bet you are. Personally, I could pull out like a giant book and be like, "There's a lot of weird ones in here."
Well,
A
see,
lot of them are real though.
the last several years, it's been really easy because
How's it
of,
going, Garrett?
being able to use, what's up, Gareth? Being able to use my neck injuries and shit as an excuse. I have a built-in excuse now. So that makes things a lot easier now. I can use that shit all the time. Yeah, county com, Josh. I can use that shit all the time now. But let's see. Before then, well, how about it wasn't an excuse, but one of the oddest reasons I've had to use to leave work, and that was my daughter's Lego being stuck in her nose.
I mean, that's some. Yeah, I've brought my kid. That's actually the exact. It was a bead. It was an arts and crafts bead. But yeah, it was shaped like pretty much a Lego head. Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, see, I've used the kids, and the thing about excuses is if I don't want to do something, I just fucking say no. I don't have a problem not doing something. I don't have a problem trying to find a way to tell people no. So I don't have to come up with a lot of excuses.
Yeah, having kids you naturally have excuses why you can't do
Yes.
things. Like, for example, the Lego up my kid's nose. Like, I did not come up with this excuse. Like, I would have said, "Oh, my kid's sick." No, my kid decided to shove a Lego up.
Yeah.
Great.
So Mandy, I got the call and from my wife, and I was at work, and she called me and tells me she's taking my daughter to the emergency room.
Mm-hmm.
So I I bounce and I go to the emergency room. Like, yeah, she's got the Lego stuck in her nose. She's like, I tried to use tweezers, I couldn't get it out. She pushed it way up there. She says it really hurts. After the nurses check her and all that, the doctor comes in. He says, which one of you has stronger lungs? I was like, probably me. I'm the toker. And he's like, well, hold her other nose closed, or nostril shut, blow in her mouth as hard as you can. And I got this not Lego rocket ping me in the cheek, and it's cleared.
Nice.
I think came out with some force though. Like, if she had it wedged in there, when it came out like a rocket.
We currently have 14 entries into this giveaway. You want to find out who's about to get some stickers? Let's go for it. Cue the
Yeah, now I know, Mandy. Now I know that it's easy to do. But yeah, that was the first time it had happened.
Oh, it's all good, Gareth. Really appreciate your support and you stopping by. Always. This
always good to see you, homie.
Late night. Gareth is part of our international community, and I really appreciate the time he takes to tune in. He tunes into a lot of people's live streams.
He does. He watches a lot of my, not just mine, but everybody's when it's like 10, 11, midnight for him. Oh, because he's in South Africa, it's quite a bit different.
Very much so. Congratulations, Rolf Robertson.
Rolf
Winning
Robertson.
some llama patches. Well,
Sounds
goodness,
like Barbie
llama
just won
stickers.
herself some Lamy patches.
Yeah, llama stickers. Goodness gracious.
And Llama stickers.
I know. I keep saying the wrong thing.
That you just have to take them from him, Barbie, and that'll help you feel better.
Your Noth and Mouse are connected like the tunnels in the Viet Cong. Yeah, that's the way to put them. Give them to
Well,
Josh P. Josh? Who's Josh P? I don't know a Josh P in here. Couldn't be Josh 304. Definitely not who he's talking about. Couldn't be. Fabster Run. I didn't even see Fab made it in here. Fabster Run.
dude, that's messed up.
Fab
You all
Fabian.
ignoring
Look
our,
at that.
you
Oh my
straight
gosh.
up ignoring our Danish friend.
Goodness gracious. If you want to check out some of the most amazing photography, stop motion footage. I mean, goodness gracious. This individual puts out insanely awesome content on Instagram.
And Bully.
Like,
Don't forget Bully.
who?
Bully. His dog.
Oh, yes. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
the most
dude.
important part of his content. Don't forget Bully.
You're right. That Frenchie. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
The things
I
that
love when
Frenchie
he's
did
in
to,
ads.
who did the Frenchie just, what was it? Was it a penguin? No, the Frenchie didn't destroy a penguin. I'm trying to remember. There was one of the shorts where.
Yes, because of the canary, the penguin.
Yeah.
It was the hair. The hair.
The hair.
He
That's
destroyed
what
the
it was.
hair.
Yes.
He destroyed the hair because the turtle. That one was the one with the turtle punk.
Yes. The
The
turtle,
turtle
punk.
punk video.
So cool. I didn't even
And,
realize I didn't see his message late. So hopefully you're still in here, Fab. Appreciate that. Huge.
Yeah, and then the other one that I really love is the bulldog, the Kaiser Bulldog video.
Yeah.
The turtle. And that's a good one too.
I got to meet the designer of the turtle punk, Keanu.
Keanu?
Yeah,
He's got
Keanu's
some cool designs.
really cool designs. Oh, never mind. He was just coming back to say hi and then go back to sleep. So I appreciate it. Fabster Run. Definitely check him out on Instagram if you have a chance. Really cool content. He works with a lot of individuals, a lot of brands as well to get there. What I've learned is that a lot of brands will send their items to Fabster Run, Fabian, and he will make amazing stop motion content. I mean, unbelievable stuff he does. So
yes, some of the coolest stuff to check out on Instagram for sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I always get extremely happy and excited when I see he's posted something. Like it's the stereotypical, pops up the nice white background with the stop motion.
Yep.
It literally stops me in my track.
And you end up watching the entire thing a couple times.
Exactly. Because God, he's a master at that. Like, so impressive. Well, this is looking really good. I mean, how's that Martin? Martin, dude, you just got it today?
It just came in today. This is part of the pass around group. So this one isn't mine, but I'm the first one to get it. Well, after Lefty, of course. And I didn't, just seeing it, the first pictures, I didn't think that I was going to be too keen on it. But the subtle curvature here, and then you've got the contoured scales that the milling just feels good in hand. And then I like a forward choil.
Yep.
And the knife, while being small and thin, the curve makes it feel better than something like a bug out does in my hand. I thought this would feel similar to like a bug out or a mini bug out, but it feels much better in my hand. And I love, this is the first top liner lock I've used. I really like that. It's got fantastic detent. And then the button action on the top liner lock is dope.
The top liner lock. I remember the raccoon, was that their first one they did that with?
I don't remember if they. I know the
Maybe those
raccoon
pretty ones.
was one of the very early ones, but
Yeah.
I can't remember
Such a
if it
cool
was the
technology.
first or if like the hedgehog came first.
That's right, the hedgehog. There was a hedgehog.
I think the hedgehog might have been before the raccoon top liner, but I could be wrong. Yeah, Dan Stan, and I guess what is it? It's right about $100, right? And it's aluminum. And then you've got the back spacer, clean looking clip that is reversible.
Very.
I like the colors on it. Let's check out this blade. On the-
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
I can make nice little cuts if I want.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I see
That's
you,
nice.
boss dude.
That's nice. Oof.
Yeah, digging it. And I think that I'm going to want to check out their other top liner lock models now because I like that a lot.
Okay. That's. I'm not gonna lie, was not. The top liner lock technology was great. I had the raccoon in hand and I sent it back. It just didn't
You're
sing
right.
to me,
RS Chaos was the first, Dan. You're right.
It didn't sing to me. However, I liked the design. I think and then they came out with the drop bear. Is that Kaiser?
Kaiser's drop bear.
Kaiser drop bear. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was an
Kaiser
impressive
did
one.
the mini grouper with the top liner.
Yes, that mini grouper is really cool. They
I want to check
definitely.
that out because we both know that we're a fan of the Shilling Cutter.
Yep. And then I guess this is the mini raccoon.
The mini raccoon's a liner lock. Yeah,
Yep.
cute little guy.
The only thing about this guy is it will.
Can you get a full forefinger on it? Yes, Gabe. I'm at the first boss need to do it.
Well, if you go up to this guy, you can. If you go up to this beautiful little finger choil right here, easy.
Okay.
Easy forefinger.
So just like a baby banter, then.
Yep.
Perfect.
Very easy. However, the baby banter doesn't land on my cuticle.
And that one does.
This one does.
That gets painful.
It does. The baby banter has a slightly shorter. It falls halfway on my fingernail.
Yes.
Whereas the raccoon lands on the cuticle.
It happens.
So if you ever see my right
just
thumb
like that.
with a Damasteel, I use Damasteel band-aids for my right thumb.
Do you?
Yeah, it's. I use cloth band-aids everywhere, like this thumb. I sharpened. It was like a 12-inch, 14 is like a 14-inch carving, like a Sentoku carving knife. Like it was, beautiful wooden handle. Oh, I finished sharpening it. Of course, I'm like wiping the blade off, like not even wiping the blade off, wiping the sides of it off, and it. Of course, I'm holding it sideways like this with a paper towel, and I'm pulling the handle away. And the blade is facing up. Yeah, so I'm pulling it through my hands like this.
Oh, with the blade up, so that's fine.
Blade's
Yeah,
up, except I just sharpened this thing. So I've got 2 layers of paper towels, and then my fingers, like wiping this down. And at the last 4 inches, I literally out of my mouth goes, because I felt it just like teleported through the paper towel and now was inside my thumb, and I was like, I couldn't stop the momentum. I just had to pull it through, and I made the weirdest sound. I've never made a sound when I cut myself, but it was like I could feel it, dude. I felt it inside me. I've cut myself a ton. This was the first time, like, it was like 4.5 inches of that was drawn through. So it was like enough time to register it and think about it and be like, I don't like that feeling before it was over.
You're like, I do not like 4.5 inches in me. I do not like it.
Dude, it was.
Squad shot.
I came
What's
inside,
up?
wrapped up my thought. I literally like stood by the sink. I was shaking. If it was weird, it was a weird sensation. Like, yeah, I would rather forget about this memory. Like, I don't. I just want to forget about how it felt completely. It's weird. I gotta check the chat here. Josh, Rolf, Dan, that is Mini. See, the Grouper Mini, yeah. As Dan said, the Grouper Mini is... Ooh, Spider Coast Smock was the first. Was that the first top liner lock?
Yeah, technically.
Okay.
Yeah. But Vosteeds was the RS Chaos. And for Kaiser it would be the Mini Grouper.
Okay. Well, I have another question for you.
What's up? The last one led to plastic babies and glowing dicks.
And it was great. This is why I love asking these questions. When else are you going to have that in a conversation when someone asks you, what's the weirdest thing you found in your pocket? Hi, welcome to the EDC community where we can ask that question. So you've been riding for how long?
Almost 20 years. And I raced motocross when I was a kid.
Oh,
dirt
so
bikes
cool.
when I started on a YZ50 when I was 5 years old, racing dirt tracks in Lodi.
No way. You didn't even start with BMX or anything? You went straight to...
Oh,
straight to
I
motorized?
I knew how to ride a dirt bike before I knew how to ride a bicycle.
Right, but did you like run pump tracks or something, or do you go
No,
straight
just
to...
straight dirt bike. Straight dirt bike.
Nice. I like that. That is pump tracks, dirt bikes, mountain biking, hockey. They have special places in our hearts, and I believe I would not be surprised if one of my kids grows up to be very avid dirt biker, pump track.
Yeah.
I just don't. I wouldn't be surprised. Right. With all the riding, I personally have been introduced to the riding community through my mom's life partner, man, friend, boy. After you get divorced and live your life, you find someone you live with, and you just hang out.
Yeah.
You like, it's great. They ride. She was actually deathly opposed to riding. I mean, she was like, I will disown you from my family if you ride. And we're like, yeah, whatever, screw it. My brother bought an Indian. He rides regularly. We had a friend who was staying with us who I came home from school one day and there was jeans, a bloody helmet, jeans cut up, the whole kit and caboodle cut up.
Yeah.
And thankfully, due to titanium, he is now Wolverine. Better than before. But in the end, there's a lot of things that were around her and she was like, no riding. Well, now she loves riding. Now she's all about it. Now she rides a ton.
That's dope. That's dope.
Passenger. They've upgraded through their BMW to more comfortable bikes.
Sure.
And they do a lot of camping. However, I don't hear much about other groups or gatherings, but I do know that you can pretty much travel cross country knowing, whether you use a BMW book or something, but you can pretty much know that if you need to stop somewhere or if there's someone with tools or a garage, like there's a lot of individuals in the community that are willing to help you along the way.
Yes.
What is, do you have any stories where you were in need, where you were riding and another individual came out and helped you, or where you were that lifeline for someone else?
For us, what's up, Brown Sugar? How are you tonight? Good to see you.
Brown Sugar.
For us, our colors are family. And whether you're in a different club, if you're the same colors, we're still family.
Mm-hmm.
And I've grabbed a trailer and taken off to pick up many of folk. I've worked all day helping to build, so did Mrs. Deadly, helping to build a clubhouse, and then found out that a brother from another club had wrecked and broke his leg in Salt Lake City. And we took off and drove straight down to pick him up. And well, we ran home and showered off the sawdust first, and then we had dropped off the bikes and grabbed a cage, and then we ran down and picked him up.
I like
But
that.
with us, I mean, anywhere in the country, help is a call away. My
Exactly.
wife was coming back from Texas. She'd visited her family. She was flying back, and her plane in Salt Lake City got canceled, and no flights till the next day. And she didn't want to stay. I sent one message to the same guy who we ended up later picking up when he broke his leg. But I sent that same guy a text message because I knew he had chapters down in the near Salt Lake, and in no time, she had somebody from a female club go pick her up from the
That's
hotel.
awesome.
She took her home. She took a shower. She gave, she fed her. And then the next morning, she took her back to the airport in time for her flight. And they'd never met each other. We've, since ran into each other all over the
Yeah.
country. But the one that would stand out to me that was non-family related help early on in the days when we were still an independent club. One of our homies had come down. He was one of our brothers from our club. He lived a couple hours away, and we were going to ride through Idaho up to his place in northern Washington. But we were going to go through Idaho to drop the helmets, just go haul ass through Idaho. And I was on a bike with a small reserve tank, not a reserve tank, but just a small reserve. And we're going, and I'm like, hey, yo, I'm going to be needing fuel probably in the next, I don't know, 75 miles. And he's like, okay, cool, no problem. There's a gas station at this, I think it was like Pataha, Idaho, or something. And he's like, it's 60 miles. I was like, oh yeah, I can make it there.
Okay.
So as we are coming into town, you got a new subscriber. That looks cool.
Yeah, it's whether they're in here or not, it's gonna pop up.
So
yeah.
Before we roll into town, my bike starts cutting out, so I have to reach down and kick it over to reserve. We get to town, pull up to the pumps, and this gas station's been shut down for years.
Oh no.
Years. And we were like, I wonder where the next place is. And Mrs. Deadly was on her bike. We had 3 bikes, and we blasted up the street to this little, because this is some tiny town in Idaho that didn't even have
Population
stoplights.
150. Like that,
Yes,
yeah.
no stoplights. There was this little trailer that had been turned into a coffee shop.
I
And
love
we pull
those.
up there,
Like a
and
Connex
there's like,
container.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like these 2 like 14, 15-year-old girls running it.
Yep.
And
Summer job.
so we pull
I'm
up
guessing?
there. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I'm sure it's family owned
Exactly.
because I was like, hey, I see that gas station shut down. It's like, yeah, it's been shut down for years. I'm like, yeah, we figured.
Great.
Where's the next? We're like, where's the next one? To like 30 miles that way. I'm like, yeah, that ain't gonna work for me. I was like, okay,
Uh-oh.
I got a question for you ladies. I was like, I have cash. Who in town can we get a little bit of gas from? If I can get a gallon and a half, I can get 30 miles to the next spot.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, let me call Grandpa Joe.
Grandpa Joe.
And
He's got
so,
7 lawnmowers. He owns a landscaping business. He's got gas.
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And we roll up there and we go to Grandpa Joe's house and he comes out with 2 gallons of gas and
No
puts it in the
way.
tank. And he's like, I wouldn't even charge you. But the girl said you offered $15.
Oh, man.
I was like, yes, I did, Grandpa Joe. I was like, we'll drop it off at the coffee shop. So I made it to
That's
the next
good.
town on gas from Grandpa Joe.
Goodness. Oh, my gosh. That's awesome.
In some little tiny town in Idaho. I think it was Pataha.
I like that. That's really cool. Are there any superstitions in the biking community? Do you have any superstitions? Knock on wood, lucky pair of socks,
Green
unzip your
bikes.
fly to get a perfect, like a turkey all strikes.
Green bikes and bad luck.
Really? Green bikes are bad luck? Is that a
Yes.
community thing?
Especially for former military.
Good to know.
A lot of the community, the outlaw biker community, really started after World War II, and for one, a lot of them had a lot of buddies killed on these OD green bikes.
Okay.
But also, a lot of people, that was how they got their start, was buying old Army surplus bikes.
Which were OD
And-
green.
OD green. And a lot of people died on them. And it's become a superstition for a lot of folks that green bikes are bad luck. And then, other people will have their own superstitions. Some people have lucky charms that they like to carry.
Mm-hmm.
After my dad died, I've always kept a small thing of his ashes with my bike at all times,
Okay.
so that he's always riding with me.
That's badass.
And if I have my keychain here,
Exclamation mark giveaway to enter the giveaway. It's going on for another couple minutes.
let me see. I'm gonna grab something real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
In here.
The nice thing about these giveaways is you can enter if you want to. If you don't want to enter, don't enter. That's all good. But yeah, I like having them running in the background. Thanking the individuals here for all the time they've invested.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I would like to hear what everyone in chat's been carrying today, or what is on your wish list. What would you like to carry? Like, what would you like to get as a gift this holiday season from someone? Or what are you currently carrying now? Either one or both. There you go.
Oh, here we go. I did have them in here. So, my Harley keys ride on an O'Toole 2
That's cool.
09 Carabiner, which, by the way, is a blade
And
that
a
I'm-
Phillips head. Whoa.
a blade that you can take into, that I've been able to take into anywhere I have ever tried, because nobody ever looks. And if it ever is caught, it pops right off and it's replaceable with a number 11 scalpel blade.
Okay.
And then you got a pry bar and you got your wrenches and your Phillips and all that. But besides the keys and the fob,
I got that light.
that's a brother of mine.
Wow.
At
Ashes in
his at his memorial, there is a basket of crimped bullets, different calibers, that so that he can ride with everybody still.
That's amazing.
So
That's
He's
amazing.
been, I don't know, probably 40,000 miles with me.
Rolf is carrying a Gerber Mark II right now. Kathleen's not carrying anything this late. However, she would like to get a Yonder or Microjet.
Both of those are nice.
They
The
are.
microjet felt show.
I was thinking about the Yonder as well. It's a very
The Yonder looks
well-rounded.
really cool. Um, it 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 just looks a little short for me,
Yeah,
but like it looks perfect for like Mrs. Deadly's hands.
it definitely does. I like it. What do you have any questions for me?
So, how did you go from IT, gaming, streaming, um, you know,
You know about
nerd
that.
tech,
That's
nerd
gracious.
tech, to EDC collecting?
Gracious.
I know you used to be like streaming gaming and
Yeah.
shit, and this is a little different.
It is.
Dan Dan Stan got the Kubi Orthodox, the Kubi Jailquake, and the Kubi Anteater. Nice.
Nice. Great. I'm a big fan of QB and their work.
Yes, I have several Kubis that I'm very, very fond of.
You are right. I did used to stream. I did have other handles, other channels. One very successful one. However, its focus was on exploits, which kind of went against terms agreement. So after a couple of cease and desists, it was pretty much like, okay, let's not.
Who'd the C&Ds come from?
Oh, like Ubisoft, like
Yeah.
developing companies, yeah, because
Yep.
it was online gaming, multiplayer things. Like it wasn't like, hey, how do you cheat to defeat someone? No, it was essentially
Exploits.
yeah, it's a sense of the servers allowed 4 people in a group to work together to achieve an objective against AI or whatever. However, the servers held about 80 to 120 individuals, like sessions per server, but they would only be in 4-person sessions. Well, I found a way where you could actually get multiple groups into one session. So the game was designed for a max of 4 individuals, and we're running through with 20. So things went really fast. Everyone got rewards quickly, experience. I mean, it was just like, and then on top of that, we're like, 20 people's not enough. Like, if 20 people's not enough to speed through this one level, how about we skip directly to the end boss by clipping through this gate, through this
Yeah.
physical thing in the game by, yeah, it was, yeah.
It was fun while it lasted. What's up, Ground Fog?
It was a lot of
Rolf
fun.
Robertson said you took off your glasses and grew a beard, but now you do knives.
Thankfully, never wore glasses. Hopefully, I mean, maybe I never will. That was
Are we-
that. So, thankfully, hopefully, I protect my eyes nonstop, which is why when you see me sharpening, I protect. I've been a swimmer for years. I protect the crap out of these things. So IT, that industry is still my regular career. Networking, I'm still a computer nerd. I still play video games for fun. I always have. I can spend all day working on a computer, and then I can spend all evening playing on a computer, and I don't hate it. I enjoy the challenges. I love playing on the hardest difficulty first and being absolutely obliterated and frustrated, and then at the very end when you succeed, the feeling of success and victory is.
You got a bit of masochist in you. I could have guessed that being a ginger.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I will admit there's definitely yeah. There's a part of suffering leads to greater reward in the end. In a way.
Spank me harder. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
gosh. It's more of a
But that was
biting
actually
thing, more of a
that
biter, but whatever.
wasn't that the Spank Me Harder Daddy? Wasn't that a Doom difficulty level?
Yeah, oh yeah, it was something like Or it was either Doom or Duke Nukem.
It might have
may
been a Duke
It
Nukem.
may have been a Duke
Spank
Nukem.
me harder, Daddy.
Yeah.
That sounds more Duke Nukem.
The Souls-like games, and then of course tabletop games, as well as model building. Something I with two older brothers, something we bonded over was model building, painting, crafts, running around the woods, building battleships out of pieces of 2x4 and nails, and just all kinds of stuff in the woods and crafts and stuff. And grew up with knives, so knives were a regular day-to-day thing that just were used as a tool. Like you're gonna, throughout the day, you're gonna chop wood or whittle a little bit or cut rope or whatever, and it was regular, normal. However,
Yeah.
School, high school, middle school, things like that, where they're like, meh, you're not allowed to have a blade more than 1.5 inches, crap like that. Kind of put a little bit of a damper on carrying regularly. However, around that, I mean, YouTube had just started coming out. People were putting out content there, and the type of content and how you grew your channel was significantly different compared to today. But the market of video game streaming is insane. It's through the roof. So many people do it. There's a massive saturation of it. And it was frustrating. It was taking something I enjoyed and turned it into more of a frustrating thing.
Even worse than work. It was like menial labor that you hated.
It was. And I was just like, as much as I didn't want to run a level or do something, I had to do it. And I was just like, ugh, for the sake of keeping things in progression or whatever. Whereas now, and I just had this message. In fact, a coworker of mine reached out to me and said, I'm considering starting streaming again since I've been watching you. And that made my day. Number one. I was like, hell yeah, go for it. Do it. Yes. Yeah, Josh was right.
Same here, Josh. Same here.
The first week of hunting season and the last week of hunting season, they didn't count attendance.
Yes, exactly. And
Like,
everybody had something in the trucks because you were hunting before school, you were hunting after school.
Exactly.
My class was the last year that they allowed it at the school here in this town. My kids both went to the high school that I went to, so because I moved back to this town, and now of course they don't allow it. My senior year was last year, and it was the same year as Columbine, and that was when they took them away.
Mm-hmm. Columbine changed a lot of things.
Yeah.
It didn't change the whole hunting, gun rack, and the truck things, but it did make a little. It was more awareness to it. However, we had a butcher shop in our high school. We had a engine repair shop. We had a tractor repair shop. Like it was a high school in the middle, surrounded by agricultural fields. Someone in my grade would drive his farm truck because he was, a sense of freshman. Like the school was right next to his farmland. He didn't need a parking spot. He drove his farm truck from the age of 14. As a freshman, he could drive his truck to school and park next to it. That was like, you had to apply for a parking spot when you were a junior or senior. Like you didn't.
Yes. And he could just park right there.
Exactly. And he drove up literally and parked 15 yards from the trailer. That was his first class. And I was like, son of a badass, but damn. So that was the kind of where the school was. So, proper use of guns, proper use of knives as tools, as hunting, that was normal. And, college, kids, things continue. I mean, the carrying was always there. However, what led me to this channel was I met several individuals, went to Blade Show, realized at the guidance of my wife, I need to establish a separate handle for EDC, content, knives, anything, because of that pretty harsh moderation, policing, regulation when it comes to knife content, leather, just anything EDC content.
Yeah.
And that upset me. It really did. So much to the point where, in my true nature and my fashion, I had to take something apart and figure out how to make it better. Bikes, knives, everything. It's the engineer side. So seeing the struggle that some channels had, seeing the absolute, like, we're going up against this insane, what people call the algorithm. Screw calling it the algorithm. You're giving it power. You're literally giving it what it wants to have, control over your channel. Screw that. I don't do anything for the algorithm. I don't think about the algorithm when I make crap. I think about what I think is fun. If I'm laughing, if I'm having a good time making the content, I'm gonna put it out there. And that's what started that. That was something I learned in the EDC community. It was fun to be creative. It was fun to show your new designs. It was fun to share what you think is cool. And everyone was doing it. And I was like, this is amazing. There's a whole community of people just sharing what they think is cool. Like, what's better than that? Everyone's supporting and being like, that's cool. That's cool. What is Josh doing here? What is Josh doing here? Gratification is great. Did you just upset the bot? Josh,
So
did
he
you just
must
upset the
have.
delicate bot?
He
You got a
did the
slappy
last
slappy on the
part.
wrist.
The last part that his last message got him yelled at by the bot. I only caught part of it, but
Yeah.
I don't. It wasn't even that bad. It was just enough to piss off
Yeah. It's,
the
I think if you
AI.
put school and gun in a couple words in the same sentence, it will
Yes,
probably.
yes.
However,
I
what Josh was saying, very, very much so agree in the sense of, he pretty much said if you pulled a gun at school, you'd get your ass kicked by
yeah,
dead friends, and yeah, there's a whole generation of peer policing that existed, and we didn't want to ruin a good thing for everyone.
yes.
So when we saw shit happening, we would peer police and be like, stop being dumb. Like, you're going to ruin it for all of us. That was the most effective, in my opinion. No one wanted to piss off their friends. No one wanted to be the one person that no one wanted to hang out with.
But that, and we also could blow off steam. We also could we could get things out of the way by just having a quick fight and then being homies forever.
There was a physical side to it. Now we enter the
And
information age. Whoa.
there's a lot of times that I had issues with guys, and we'd have a quick fight, and whatever happened, the next day you guys were homies, and you know, some of my better friends growing up came from fights, but
Chivalry.
like,
Did you see Grizzle Bear's comment? He had a chivalry class.
yeah, that's. But and it's crazy to me because I'm wondering when he went to high school because he did a
Graduated in
report on
2001.
Columbine. So he okay, there we go. I was gonna say I knew he graduated
Mhm.
after me because of his report.
Yep. That was
That was a couple years, 2 years after.
yeah. That was a couple years before me that he graduated. So
I was 99.
yeah. Yeah.
I was
no, Josh, we get it.
the last year of the real century.
I enjoyed growing up in the 90s. It was latchkey kid style. I mean, very enjoyable.
Yes.
And so what essentially what got me into EDC content creation was let me just put it this way. I saw the man, I saw the algorithm, I saw this big thing just being like putting people down, putting channels down, putting content down, not showing it, not putting it out there. When so many people put so much hard work and effort into what they're doing, into all this content they're making.
And shadow banned like a sumbitch.
Yeah. So, in true Tom fashion, llama fashion, goodness gracious, you can ask any of my family members, I had to fight it, man. I had to figure it out. I had to break it down. I had to learn it, and then I had to beat it. It was a challenge at that point. I was like, okay, YouTube, You think you can stop a knife channel? You think you can stop an EDC channel from growing, from blowing up? Let's find out. Let's do this. So I figured I'm going to create a channel to support other channels. I looked at what all the a lot of channels were doing, the content they were putting out, and I was like, there's a gap. There's not enough non-knife content in the EDC community from the knife content creators. Sure.
Yeah.
You know a lot about knives.
And I do focus mostly on knives.
Yeah. However, I've had a blast talking about you and talking about what brought you here. I mean, I've laughed. My diaphragm is tired at this point. I'm going to remember these stories. And this is what interests me. The people behind the content, the people behind the knives, the actual creators, why they're doing this, why they're in it, and why are they still persisting to fight this damn algorithm. They must love what they do because they do it every day.
Since I started in June, my entire attitude has completely changed. I wake up motivated, thinking about what my morning short is going to be. I don't ever shoot that ahead of time because I want to pick it each morning.
Yeah.
A few knives for the morning. And then I've got either I've either got a live stream planned or I'm deciding what I'm going to shoot and how I want to edit it. And I know that some of it I'm going to put out there and it's just going to beat my head against the wall because it's going to get shadow banned.
Mhm.
But I'm also going to have some badass conversations with the community and it's going to be fun and worth it.
Exactly.
So every morning it's like, what do I want to create today? What do I want to record? What do I want to show people? What do I think is cool today? What's grabbing me?
Yeah, and that is what brings me back to watch your content every time. I'm going to be completely honest. I've started watching some channels and I've died off on watching them. I don't watch them as often anymore because it's become a bit monotonous. It just seems a bit too scripted in a way, or
Yeah.
what's the word I'm looking for? You expect something predictable.
Yeah.
I want spontaneity. We were human beings. We want something random, something to surprise us, something to scare us. We want something to make us happy, sad, emotional. Like we like stir an emotion besides predictability.
Yeah, I know my videos can go a little long-winded at times, but it's because I refuse to script shit out.
Yeah.
I don't want to write out. I know I could write it out. I could make it much more succinct and I could deliver the information in a
That's not
much
your
quicker
style,
fashion
though.
and I could be through it. But I like to just turn on the camera and see what the hell I say when I'm talking about these knives. And sometimes it goes 20 minutes.
Unbelievable. And I've done the same thing. Every time I record, like the video I just posted the other day, I'm just sitting there going, and at the end I'm thinking, holy crap, that was 10 minutes of me just rambling.
Mhm.
Okay. So I go to edit it and I realize it's like 5 minutes and 20 seconds. It's like,
Oh, I don't ever cut anything out. I leave everything in. That's why shit gets long. But my editing is just like throwing my little text up on the screen and making the video look a little cleaner. I'm kind of no edit gang. It might take me a couple of starts to get going. The very first take, I always choke with my throat with the first few words, and then I got to cough and drink again. And then the second take, my voice is cutting in and out, and then that'll go like 10 seconds.
You're so
and
judgmental on yourself.
and,
Yeah.
and then the third take, it'll sound, my voice will sound right when I take off, and then it's just whatever the hell comes out from there.
I've done that. I like what Grizzle Bear said. if people are, or ground fogs, if people are going to cut and paste, it better be damn good. And then Dan Stands, like
Yes.
some of the channels are
Yes.
just blah, and they say everything is great, even the crap.
True. True. You have to. I know. Yes, there are knives that I could push more, and that I have, that I have affiliate links for, and probably could try to make a little couple dollars here and there off of. But if I don't like it, I'm gonna tell you I don't like it. Even if it's something like a bug out that everybody, that is so beloved in the community. I hated it. I said it in every video it was in. It just wasn't me. If I don't like something, I you're gonna know.
Oh yeah, it's
And if I really like something, you're
yes,
definitely gonna know.
yes, we know, and that is what I appreciate so much. Is you'll hear me, you'll hear the inflectuations, my nah, no, crap in my throat.
You.
Gosh, I should refill this. Yeah, it's the raw emotion. It's that the change in your tone, change in your voice. You genuinely know when you like something. You genuinely know when you don't like something, and that is exactly what I feel is the most enjoyable content to watch. Is the and not everyone wants to watch a video that says everything's great. Some
Yeah.
reality is going to hit and be like, there are knives that are crap.
Yep. I don't like to be negative, for sure. I much rather do a positive video. It's fun,
Yep.
but it has to be real. And if I say something that's crap is awesome, and a bunch of people buy it because of it and find out it's crap, a bunch of people aren't going to be watching me for very long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like I'm gonna do work.
Rolf, because I continually talked about a bug out because it doesn't fit me. Well, Rolf's the one that has that bug out I'm talking about,
Yep.
and I have the Devo.
Yep.
And
I
the bug
remember
out, like I said, it's one of the highest selling knives of all time
It
because
is.
millions of people love it. It never fit my hands. And so people knew from the beginning I didn't like it because it never fit me. Never fit me.
I completely forgot that we had a giveaway ended, so we're gonna go ahead and get that winner picked here for the third giveaway. Goodness, we just kept talking. I mean, that's the best thing. That's the enjoyable thing about the EDC community is just get the conversation, the background, the where it goes, and then quite often someone's gonna be like, "Oh, have you seen this new design?" Every conversation, not a single conversation, would just end with "Okay, goodbye." No, it's gonna be like, "Have you seen this latest design?"
Yeah. Yes. There's always something exciting, something they're more excited about. Barbie Chambers.
Congratulations, Barbie Chambers. You're a winner, even when laying down in bed.
And another cool thing about this
It made way
community.
more sense up here. It sounded super cool and promotional up here, but it just some.
Yeah. I get you. I was trying to cover up. One of the other things that I do really like about this community is if you do try a knife and it's not for you, as long as it's not a shit knife. I mean, if you try a knife and it's just not for you, you could probably find somebody to trade it to.
Exactly.
Rolf Robertson, these two knives just weren't his style. I love both of these knives. And the bug out was never my style. And we've swapped knives, and I ended up with two knives that I didn't purchase when they came out, but I absolutely love now.
I forget that the numpad is how I activate these sound effects, and I use the numpad for all my number entering.
And so you just be kicking off sound effects?
Yeah, I just typed 15 for the next giveaway, like let's do it for 15 minutes. And I just kicked off the wow and the applause at the same time, which actually worked.
Yeah, trading knives is fun. You know what's funny, Rolf? I won't sell a knife. I can't. I can give knives to people as gifts. No problem. I can trade knives. I can't sell knives. I've regretted every knife I've ever sold in my life. I've never regretted a knife that I've given away or traded. So if I have a knife that's not for me, it'll be traded for another knife because I can't sell knives.
This current giveaway is going to include a set of llama patches as well.
Oh
If you're
damn!
familiar with the way the stream goes, usually the last giveaway of the stream is going to include a set of llama patches.
Oh damn!
So that
And I
doesn't
just
mean we're
gotta
ending
say,
at 15 minutes. It just means it will most likely be the last giveaway of the stream. So if you have
we're
other
talking
things to
about
do
some
after
pretty
15
dope
minutes,
ass patches.
please,
Look at those. That's some good looking patches.
I do like them. I do like them. People have been asking me to come up with some different ones. Grizzle Bear. I spoke to Grizzle Bear Leathercrafting about this.
Nice
many people
Grizzle
don't know.
Bear.
I actually tested out a bunch of different tactical creatures, like lots of them.
Before llama?
Oh yeah. I didn't make channels of them. However,
Well, yeah. What was the weirdest one? Did you go with like a tactical wombat?
I did do wombat. The flamingo was the craziest one.
I'm sure there's a tactical flamingo already, though.
Yep. I don't know actually, but the designs I came up with were really badass, including
I bet
the
you there's a
zombie.
tactical wombat too.
I had this zombie flamingo, which had like chunks dripping off, and it had the glasses, and it was like half its mouth was like gnarly teeth, like spiky, and you're like, flamingos don't have spiky teeth. Oh, this one does. And
Oh, you
Grizzle
said
Bear,
flamingo. I was thinking penguin.
I did penguin. I did koala.
Oh yeah, you did penguin, but the crazy zombie flamingo.
Oh,
Gotcha.
dude.
I'm back on track.
It was so good, especially because it had like the two-face like mouth. Ugh. And then
Did you end up going with llama for the built-in lube?
I don't know why. I went with llama because it was the whole low-key thing, the whole easy keepers. Like, who the hell wants to be a high-maintenance animal? Screw that.
Llamas are chill, but they
They're
will
so
screw some shit up to protect
but they're easy.
livestock.
They're easy going. I did not try Tactical Liam. That was taken by Liam Neeson. But Grizzle Bear made a great one. He was like Flapadingo, and I was like, that's a damn good name for a tactical flamingo, the Flapadingo.
So what was the gamer handle? Your main handle prior to this? Because you said you were mad that you had to create a new one.
Oh, that's going to be the one, my personal handle that you see everywhere. Enter the Fin.
Gotcha.
And it's either an Enter the Fin or Finnish Phenom or Ukrainian Udon. I'm not Ukrainian. However, it was udon noodles, and it was purely it was a clan name, so we all came up with a name that was like someone was Peruvian pasta, and I was Ukrainian udon, and it's
word.
But the name,
you're
if
not
you see
Ukrainian,
Enter the
but
Fin around,
yeah,
it's this guy.
Assault pigeon.
Oh wait, did I do pigeon? I did some birds. Did I
Tactical
do pigeon?
dodo. Should have been a tactical dodo.
Next live stream, I'll have that book. It's a little
That would have
brown
been
book, and I've got a whole list.
tactical dodo would have been just that would have been too funny.
So,
Be like if dodos had this, they would have made it. Peruvian marching powder, Rolf. I think is what he said.
Peruvian marching powder. After all the years I've lived on this rock, I still hear funny shit that I've never heard before like that. Jay, you ridiculous turd. space
What?
giveaway.
Oh, geez.
So one live stream, we had an individual named Armstrong in here, kept doing exclamation point, and then he'd do space bar, like he just put a space and then type giveaway, and he did it over and over. So people started typing exclamation mark space giveaway.
It's
Did you end
funny
up
how
winning?
little things will start on channels like that. Kind of
Oh,
like the random numbers when MC goes P or
oh yeah,
37 all the time on G Ball.
yep. And then Armstrong did not win that giveaway. However, I told him, if you can email me or message me, if you can just get exclamation mark giveaway to me in some manner, you will get some stickers.
Where was he ever able to?
Yeah. About 20 minutes later, I got an email. The subject, exclamation mark giveaway. The body, exclamation mark giveaway from Armstrong. I was like, okay. I posted it on my YouTube community. I was like, this is great. I couldn't believe it. He followed through. He did. But we all
It's
waited.
it's good to have people that follow through.
We ended what was it? The contest ended. The giveaway closed at 1 a.m. per the timer. However, we picked a winner at like 1:30 because all of
You
chat
kept
was
trying
like,
to let
yeah,
him.
exactly. All of chat agreed. They're like, yeah, open it back up and let him enter. At 30 minutes later, I'm like, oh my God.
A few moments later.
Yeah.
Jay.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then, of course, John, the engineer, when I do the phone, the camera facing me will mirror and reverse everything. So I had exclamation mark giveaway up, but it was backwards. So he's typing in chat, Yawug, like,
with an exclamation mark at the end.
yes.
Oh, love it.
They're just doing what I put up. It was, oh my gosh. Oh my God, exactly. See, I was just, I was waiting for that. I was like, someone's gonna pull out the Spanish.
Boom, baby.
Hey, we just got a new subscriber.
Dude, someone's gonna get a really cool chunky boy in this Raphael.
T-Bird stacking.
It
Oh,
really-
T-Bird stacking. Thanks
Keep
for
it stacking. Hell yeah, good people.
There
This
you go.
is, yeah, this
Yeah, boy,
big
baby.
chunky boy is really growing on me. I'm glad
You have to get
this
that
was
one
picked
away,
to
right?
give away. Yeah, this was sent for the 1K. I'm really glad I picked this one because I like it a lot. So I think the other people are gonna like it.
In fact, EDC with DBD has something he would like to share and tell all of you. And it includes, it regards a stub and a chub. DBD would like to talk to you about his stub or chub
Well,
and
we
how
know
you too can have one.
right now. I saw somebody earlier tonight already said that they picked one up. These badass little stub miniature versions of the D2 reaction tie
Mm-hmm.
don't go on sale until January 20th. But somebody's going to win this one in the members only portion of the 1K giveaway. This will go to a Cripple Crew Inc. member. But today, there was a surprise holiday drop of 200 of the glow in the dark versions of the stub. And you can get those right now for just over $30 with your favorite creator code. Mine would be EDC with DBD, but your favorite County Com code. It's just over $30 for the glow in the dark, and there's only 200 of them.
The glow in the dark
what a
one's the most
perfect-
expensive version, by the way.
Yes, and what a perfect gift for somebody if you don't want it for yourself. It's such a cool stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
Like this is how they come.
Well, it might
Like,
not
at
stuff
first,
your
no.
stocking, but it'll be in there.
Yeah, nobody's gonna know what the hell that is at first. Even when they open it at first,
Yeah.
they're gonna be like, "The hell is that?"
Exactly. Like, is it a lye glass cleaner? What is this thing?
Yeah. Yeah, this is Jodie Foster. This will be her
I love it.
her little daughter.
Jodie Foster. That's such a good name.
I guess this would be Chota Boy, and this would be Jodie Foster. This could be Chota Boy from Orgasmo. And Chota Boy. Such a good movie.
Oh, is EDC with DBD okay? It's been 5 minutes, over 5 minutes, and he hasn't showed his Corvid fixie.
You know, I think Jay is actually the one with the Corvid fixie fixation, because lately I always have to bring it out after he brings it up. But by the way, this is a dope ass knife. No, that's such a fun knife. I love, obviously, I kind of like chunky boys. So that's such another Chody knife,
Yeah, that's so cool.
but so useful.
I've tried to follow one rule, and so far I'm following it. I do not use, fidget, touch any of the giveaway knives, because then I'll want them. Then I'll just feel crappy giving them away, because then I'll want to keep them.
No, see, I fidget with them to show them off for one, and I like to make sure that they're broken in. If I feel like they need oil, I want to oil them a little bit before I send them out, because I mean, most of the people that enter are probably going to have KPL, and they're going to have all the tools.
Exactly.
But not everybody that enters does. And so I like to flick them a little bit, make sure that the action is decent on a giveaway knife. And if I need to, I'll drop a little KPL in there and work it before I send it off, just to make sure that whoever's getting it is getting something with clean action.
Now that I've done. When I film my videos, I don't take the knife apart, but I'll do as much of a service to it as I can. Adjust the pivot, lube the places up, and that way when I film the video, it's exactly that. I would like it to be in its best form. However, I do want to maintain its factory form as best as possible, so it's a different experience. Getting a knife from the factory is a different experience than getting one from someone who's giving it a little bit of love.
Sure. I want it to look brand new still, and I kind of let them keep everything that comes with it, of course. But the one thing, I don't do any adjustments pre-videos on the knives when I open them the first time, because I want it, if it's off-centered and needs to be adjusted, that's something that I'm going to let folks know. That was my experience. I don't mind adjusting knives when they come in. I know it's mechanical and stuff might need work, but if it comes in off-centered, I'm going to show that first. Later videos will show the knives in their best light, because I'll have taken care of them.
I like that
But
approach.
my first video is going to show the knife exactly as I get it.
I like that. Yeah, that's unfortunately most of my knives have my edges and stuff on them. However, sometimes, like that one spider coat Tenacious there, I've held off. I'm probably going to do it to the QSP Penguin. Probably test that guy out without touching it. I mean, it's factory edge. I've got about 4 or 5 factory edges here to work with, so I think
because one of your first things is you like to put your edge on as soon as you get the knife.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I like to test it out. I play with it. I see if it can shave, what it can do, and then almost immediately, I'm of course, I like the
Yeah. I like to spend time with it the way it comes to see how their edge is before I'll touch an edge up.
Exactly. It's
Just-
nice to know, especially if you make it better.
Yes, exactly.
It's a good feeling.
It's also good to know if you make it worse.
Yes, and I've done that. I've done that.
So, but I definitely, if something comes in, like I love it when companies have balls like this, and you've got a backspacer that's got something like that that's going to show immediately if the knife is off center.
Yep.
It shows to me that a company's got some balls in their fit and finish, their QC, and I like to show that stuff off. And if that was wonky when it first came in, I would have showed it wonky,
Yep.
and then I would have tightened it up and try to make it perfect.
Yeah, I agree. I got skiffs for this. I haven't put them in. The Asher knives,
Yeah.
Spirit. I have put skiffs in my Kudo, but that's because it has that nice, lovely little. It stops right there. That lovely little first detail, like it. That little. Oh, yeah, but you saw that little section right
Yes.
there. That's the. It likes to stop right there on the way in, which I love. I absolutely love it. But I agree with you, DVD, that almost everything needs a little love. It's good to know what it's like from the factory, fresh, what it is, so then you can compare it, get a baseline. But almost everything needs a little bit of love.
Yeah.
To really get that peak performance. And I think that's almost understood. I mean, it's like a car. Brand new car needs service after the first couple thousand miles because, I mean, you're breaking things in. So there's tolerances that need to be met. The crossbar, Ash, I love it. Is okay. So the Akudo doesn't get used as much as the other two, which it should. But I got this one with the intention of modifying it, and I haven't. So it kind of just.
Are you thinking about like
it is.
anodizing it yourself, or are you thinking about using that blade canvas, that way of knife?
Maybe Wave Knife, or because they've done the Cusco knife and the Elden Ring knives.
That's why I was thinking it. That looks like a great canvas for them.
It would be. Which my Cusco knife and. Where is it? Oh, must be on my other desk.
Well, I'm gonna have to get going here in a minute, homie.
Yeah, no, we're gonna pick a winner. The Akudo, I absolutely love. Like I said, mentioned in the other video, I like the Akudo because it has. I'm not a big fan of a drop point. However, this is so weird and extreme. I love it. It's also very kitcheny. Like it just screams. If a chef pulled this out, mad respect. Crazy.
Yeah, you just started slicing.
I would just be like, God, not where are they? I did want to call out Rolf Robertson for getting a Cripple Crew founding member badge. EDC with DBD has just been monetized. He has memberships available. Join him in his live streams, get a membership, become part of the Cripple Crew. I mean, such an awesome community and so I was going to say environment. I meant to say ecosystem that you've created.
I appreciate that. Cripple Crew Inc. is fun. I really appreciate everybody that's supporting the channel, and I have a great time on all the lives.
That knife. Oh, that's
the answer
cool.
to Josh. Quaken? This is the Quaken from North Mountain Blade. Mm-hmm. And you've got the carbon fiber. They do still have one with this carbon fiber available, but they also have Nebula, and they dropped several of them with the 3K twill carbon fiber. It's a black twill that's beautiful. And that one only starts at 160 with the SLD Magic Quaken blade. And you get that one. So after Go GBD, that one's only $146. But
nice.
This is a really nice front flipper. Quaken blade, SLD Magic, just titanium backspacer and pocket clip. Just all around a beautiful knife. And I want to use that to give North Mountain Blade a shout out because they are giving away one of these PEI Chop 2 button locks with that SLD Magic Tonto blade. Tomorrow, we'll be selecting that winner on my live stream, and they will be sending one of these brand new directly to the winner. You've got the beautiful frosted PEI or Ultim with the brass backspacer and titanium hardware, fantastic action, and
Thank
a
you, Kathleen.
true laser beam. These hollow grinds that they do are insane. And then the flat portion up front is still very, very sharp, even though it's much thicker. Whoops, that was my fault. Much thicker at the front because it's a Japanese Tonto. They're still hella sharp if I can get the angle. But that hollow, look at that stuff. Look at those little curls.
That thing's fantastic.
It'll just
So-
bite and curl. Little confetti.
Everyone here heard it. Tomorrow, you have a chance of winning one of these on EDC with DBD's lives. Like
10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern is start time. And brand new. These are $96. They're 110 retail. They're marked down to $96. They're $88, I think, or $87 with code DBD. But tomorrow there will be a free one.
Given the holiday week, I will be in the office tomorrow, so I don't have to be there Wednesday.
Very cool.
So
you'll be working tomorrow.
I will be tuning
Awesome,
in
Josh.
to watch
Josh
your
is a
stream.
Quaken fan.
Yep. And Dan Stant, yeah, Josh, 9 to 10 Quakens. Goodness gracious, that's awesome.
Not Dark Mountain, North Mountain Blade. It's northmountainblade.com. And they have everything from budget knives like my Raccoon Skinner, which these have been discontinued. If you like the Raccoon Skinner, which is my favorite EDC fixed blade, also in SLD Magic, these are $72 after discount code DBD.
That's so cool.
You can get the it should be right here. You can get the G10 version of the Chop 2 for only $72 on there. Whoops. No. Oh, huh. There's paper stuck in it. This G10 is the most premium feeling G10 I've ever felt. And I've heard several other reviewers say the same thing. And it's not something that I'd ever thought about G10 before, feeling this. And it's what, as people tell me, Asher is like. It's a G10 that feels like a premium material.
Yeah, it does.
And they have killer prices, but then they also have amazing premium knives. And they even have Sanmai CDP 189 Quakens and Tontos.
Okay.
So you either get SLD Magic, because they only use Japanese steels, and they use the Sanmai Hot Forge technology, and you either get a Sanmai SLD Magic or you get a Sanmai ZDP 189.
Wow. Jeez.
They've got some awesome stuff, and I'm really excited to see what's coming next. I know some stuff that's coming for this that I'm very excited for. They're adding thumb studs to the Chop 2 line.
Cool.
I talked to them about it last week, and she got the engineer to throw thumb studs on an Ultim 1.
That's cool.
And then she took that to the factory owner, and he's like, "Yeah, do it on all of them."
There you go. Jeez.
So,
For a
yeah,
thumbs up,
awesome.
Why not?
Awesome people. And I'm trying to talk her into calling the Ultim 1 with thumb studs, the Chop 2 DVD. I doubt it's going to happen, but it's worth trying.
Well, on that note, I think we should we'll pick our last winner of the evening, and then we'll wrap this up.
Hell yeah, give away some patches.
Give away a set of patches, and as I pick this winner, think about what you'd like to say to everyone before we head out. Think about what you want to leave us with. Maybe a interesting fact that always impresses people, or a little phrase. I don't know. Whatever you want to leave us with. Just... Did it pick a winner? Jay Korska. Oh, Jay.
Jay, of course, got it.
Jay won.
No, he didn't. He had a space. I saw it.
Oh, right. He did space giveaway. Yes, he did space giveaway.
Congrats, Jay. Very cool.
Jay is our lucky winner of a set of llama patches and stickers.
Hell yeah. You got some patches looking like that. Look at those. Look at those right there. That's some good looking patches. And we got.
I don't have the desk cam or anything set up.
I have a little. Shit, I've
That's
got
so
like
cool.
3 llama stickers right here too. I was gonna show one of the llama stickers.
Nice.
What I will say, don't forget, very important in your EDC kit, in your pouch, in your bag, don't forget Band-Aids.
Band-Aids. Yes.
And I'm going to use that as another chance to talk to about North Mountain Blade. Because with every North Mountain Blade, you get knife oil, lanyard, multiple cleaning cloths, stickers, and Japanese Band-Aids.
Japanese
And-
Band-Aids.
Which got to be better. And
Yeah, heal faster,
antiseptic.
why not?
Yeah. I mean, like, antiseptic iodine Q-tips.
That's so cool.
And I now have Japanese Band-Aids in all of my EDC pouches.
Jay. Took a while to
Super
get it right.
glued at the desk. Yeah, super glue is at the desk. But
That's a good
the EDC, every EDC pouch now has Japanese Band-Aids.
I would like to mention to everyone that the stream. Oh, one second. That the stream is set up to redirect. Essentially, the moment I end this stream, you will automatically be sent to another stream that is ongoing right now. One of our other content
Very cool.
creators.
Very cool.
And what I would like you to do, if possible, is because I'm going to jump over there as well. Because right now, there's a little challenge going on. Can you spot the clone? Can you spot the imposter? So when we end our stream, in true llama fashion, we're going to go support another channel. We're going to go support other creators and check out their content. And
don't forget to stab their like button.
Exactly.
Like you mean it.
So my favor would be if you enjoy what you see, or maybe if you try and guess what the imposter is, leave a like, leave a comment, mention something in chat, whatever. But I definitely think it's something individuals should be doing more often. Is just
Panty raid.
directing-
That's right, Rob Robertson. Panty raid.
Pocket Theory's not here to announce it, but yeah, pretty much. Run through camp yelling that at 10 years old. Anyway,
All right.
thank you everyone.
Appreciate
Really
you having me
appreciate
on, homie. Good times. Have a good day at the office tomorrow. I'll
Thank
be
you.
at this office.
I'll be tuning in.
All right, homie. Take it easy.
Thank you everyone. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was looking for. Here's that llama
Hey,
sticker.
Here we go.
All right.
Fantastic.
Don't forget, folks. Stay deadly.
Don't forget to carry your personality. Thanks for watching.